So in this video, I'm going to tell you why we're leaving Shopify, even though we just made $91,000 in the last 30 days on it. And you see a lot of Shopify videos on YouTube. You think that's the only way to dropship products or to sell e-commerce products online. And there's a reason why we're leaving the platform or why we're migrating to someone else, even though we did a lot of money on the platform. So it's not like, oh, Shopify doesn't work. And it's, by the way, it's never the platform that doesn't work. It's a strategy that you put in that doesn't make it work. It's not like Shopify doesn't work. It's you didn't make it work if it doesn't work. Okay, but we're still leaving it because Shopify has huge disadvantages. It has great advantages, but it also has huge disadvantages, and I'm going to go over those real quick today. So the reason that we're leaving it is that we're kind of maxed out on what we can do in terms of conversion rates. So we have a couple of people come to the store, we get about 2% of people buying our products, and 2% frankly is not great. We just did it because it was quick to put it together. It was quick to set up the store and have a little bit of management in the background, meaning we have inventory management, we people that buy from us get their receipts automatically, all of that kind of stuff, right? And because Shopify is made for that, everything is built into Shopify. However, if you can, don't start on Shopify. If you can, don't use Shopify. And that's also the reason why we're moving away from it, because in the moment when we move away from it, we expect our conversion rates to double instantly. Okay. One of the biggest problem is that Shopify, you have all of these steps that they take the customers through when they want to buy something. So if the customer want to buy something on your Shopify store, they look at the shop page, then they have to go to the sales page, then they go to the then add it to the cart, then say checkout now, and then have 3 separate pages where they put in their shipping information, their personal information, and their payment information, right? And then they check out. So you have all of those steps, and the problem is that causes a lot of friction. And if you have friction in your funnel, in your steps that people go through, at each step you will lose out on people, because every time someone clicks on something else, they go to the next page, they wait for the page to load, whatever happens, people have a second to think about what they're doing. And they're like, oh, maybe it's not a good decision to do that. The process is so unnecessarily long to go through to actually move someone from visiting your store to making a purchase. And that alone, the change that we're doing to that, is going to double our conversion rates. We've seen that a lot in the past, and we're going to do it again. We're going to move to ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels originally is a software where you can build out sales funnels, which is nothing else than steps that lead people to a purchase. Meaning, a lot of times you see it on getting free reports or getting free ebooks or free PDFs, and then you go and sign up with your email address, and on the next page you get something offered as a sale, and then you can have upsells that sell you more things. And that's kind of how the whole thing originally came about. However, we use it for e-commerce, and in e-commerce it's actually killing it because it's much more modern. People don't have the attention span anymore to go through all of these steps. People don't want to be distracted. You cannot distract people. As soon as you give people options to check out other products, to go somewhere else, to read the story about you, to read some blog posts, people leave. People don't buy. And in the very beginning, if you're sending ad traffic, paid traffic to your store, you need a purchase. Long term, you can always get people to blog posts, build a relationship with your brand, have them become a long-term customer and buy more of your stuff. That's great. But if you're spending dollars in ads, you need to have those dollars back as quick as possible, right? And we're having profit margins on those $90,000, but it's so little. So if we can double sales, it's a lot better. And that's why we use ClickFunnels with it, because in ClickFunnels we put all of those checkout processes on one page. So what we do on ClickFunnels is we only have one sales page. We don't have a home page, we don't have anything like that. We have one sales page. That's the page that we advertise directly from our one product that we know we can get people in the door with. People click on the buy now button, so there's no add to cart, checkout, all that kind of crap. It's just buy now, and then people go to the checkout form. The checkout form we can style any way we want to. We're not bound to any theme, we're not bound to any of that. We can do our complete custom style with just drag and drop. So I'm probably the least tech savvy person in the world. I can do it, you can do it. If you can't do it, if you have a 6-year-old in your house or your neighborhood, they can do it. I promise you, it's so simple. But it's just dragging and dropping the right things in the right places, and then you have all of this on one page. You have the personal information, you have the shipping information, you have the payment information, everything on one page Plus, you get to take advantage of little features that help you to increase the money that you earn, because you have little checkboxes, we call them order bumps, where you can buy more products. It's just like you go into a grocery store, you buy groceries, you're at the checkout, you're like, oh, let me get some gum, right? You put some gum in your cart and you take that with you. We have the same things that we do on our checkout pages. So on our checkout pages, if someone buys a whiteboard marker, we offer them magnets as well. Or if someone buys the whiteboard marker, we offer them the sponge that goes with it to wipe out the drawings on the whiteboard, right? Just something like that. That's a no-brainer, that makes sense. And then as soon as the person purchased that and gave us money, we have the money in the account. The next page that they hit is not a thank you page. It's not like, thank you for your order, bye. The next page says, hey, thank you for buying this. How about a new whiteboard? Like, we make them another offer that is irresistible, that is very easy for them to take, there's no more friction in it. They don't have to go again at this order also to the cart, go to the checkout, enter all the information again. No, they click one button and they're built. And this is why we're moving away from Shopify to ClickFunnels. If you're just starting out, I do not recommend you to use Shopify anyway, because all the inventory management, all the background, automated sending of emails, all of that kind of stuff, like you don't even need all of that to be perfect in the beginning. You can just start out, put your page together, put together a sales page, put together a checkout page, and that's it. You have 2 pages that you need to take care of. You don't need to style a whole shop. Sales page, checkout page. That's it. That's all you need. And then all of those orders, you can export them and then just go on AliExpress and fulfill your orders. That's all you really need. So you can make it so simple, and that's why we prefer ClickFunnels over Shopify. And that's how we, even though we made all that money on Shopify, and by the way, what you see on screen, or what you saw on screen earlier, the 85,000 euro, that translates to about $91,000 in revenue in 30 days. However, we're very keen to double that real soon. So I'll keep you updated on that. I'll show you the results on what happened with that, how that worked, how it impacted everything. And I'll show you the stats of that in about 30 days from now, so that you can compare it. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell so that you get notified when that video gets out, so you can follow up with that process and you can see the exact results. If you want to learn more about that, if you want to learn more, how do we set up these pages, how do we get people in the door, how do we not overspend on advertisement, how do we actually get people to buy something that hit our sales page and that hit our checkout pages, there's a link below in this description where I have a whole web class where I go in depth into each of these steps that you can watch for free. Okay, so just go in there, register, right away you can watch it. It only takes about an hour or so. There are so many valuable informations in there. And if I would have had those information that I share in this class, if I would have had those information 3-4 years ago, man, I'd be multi-millionaire now. There's so much knowledge in that. So make sure you check that out. Have a look into the class, and I'm just gonna see you there in a couple of minutes. Cheers.